get started. Today our class is going to be about, we're going to do a yoga flow. So that just means we're going to move with our breath, but we're going to add in really joint freeing movements along with our yoga poses. So really I love blending those two together. And so we'll hit from start the head down, and we'll try and kind of go through all those different areas of moving through the joints. So, you know, do what you can do and modify or just change the pose completely to something that really suits you. So thank you so much. So if you have a blanket, go ahead or a bolster, you're welcome to set it down and come into easy cross-legged position. And sometimes it's not so easy, right? It's called easy cross-legged, but you know, a lot of times the knees can be a little tender this way. So if you need to send your legs straight out in front of you, or come into with some blocks, you know, kind of put them underneath the knee for support. That really actually works really well. So we're going to do our yoga flow for stiff joints. And so we're going to work first through the upper body, and we'll combine our breath with our movement, because we know if we're tense or we're tight, sometimes that breathing really gives the body a little opportunity to expand and to let go. Also let go in our head, right? So now let's get into the shoulder joint. So bring your hands on top of the shoulders, and let's lubricate that ball socket joint. So we drop the elbows down, we bring them forward and around. So big deep inhale as the elbows come forward. Exhale as you rotate the elbows back. So inhale forward, exhale back. And one more time. Inhale, elbows forward, exhale, and come back. Now we reverse. So now you draw the elbows back, we open that chest, elbows come up towards your ears and down. So inhale back, bring it around, and exhale out. Inhale back, circle around, and exhale down. And one more time. Inhale back, good, circle around, and all the way down. Good, bring the fingertips down to the ground. We're gonna do a cat-cow, seated cat-cow. So I'm gonna turn just to go lengthwise on your mat. And we're gonna bring the feet forward. So hands on top of the knees, or if it feels better, hands on your shin. So we're gonna first, and walk your feet a little wide so that you can bring your torso forward. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we tuck the tummy in, we round the back into your cat stretch. Then inhale, draw yourself forward, lift your heart in your chest. So exhale, rounding back to cat. And now come forward, inhale, lifting the chest into cow. Couple more times. Exhale, rounding the back, cat stretch. Inhale, lifting your chest, the crown of your head. And last time, pulling the abs in, rounding the back to cat stretch. And now come forward, inhale, lifting your heart in your chest. So we're gonna come into tabletop position. Grab your blanket for your knees. And we're going to come into that tabletop position. So spreading the fingers really wide. Let's go ahead and just take the right arm up towards the ceiling and stretch it up. And let's just circle that wrist around. So working through the joints of the wrist. Nice big deep breath. And then go ahead and reverse. Just circling that around. Good. Then bring the hand back down to the floor. Now let's take that left arm, reach it up, and now circle that wrist around. Very good. Take another full breath and reverse. Nice job. Then bring that hand back down. Now let's go ahead and take that foot out to the side, right? And we're gonna work into the hip joint. So we're gonna bend the knee so the leg is out to the side and just circle that knee around. Working through that hip joint a couple of times. And then you're gonna reverse. Working through that hip joint, one more circle, and then release that foot down. Good, let's go to the opposite side. So pick that left knee up, almost like a donkey kick, right? You're gonna take that knee around, circle it around, make it a big knee circle here, moving through that ball socket joint of the hip. And you might find it can be slightly different from the right. And then go ahead and reverse, circle it around. Good, and then one more circle. Let's go ahead and push back into our child's pose. So walk your hands all the way out, forehead down. And then we'll take a big deep breath in. Let's walk our hands off our mat and to the right. So coming into a sweet little side bend. And taking one more full breath, let's lift the torso up. Walk across the mat to the opposite side. Resting the forehead to the floor. And one more full breath. Let's lift your torso up. Walk your hands back to the center of your mat. And we'll try and get those leg stretches in. All right. So let's first start on our back. So grab the back of your legs and let's slowly roll down onto your back. And just settling the low back into the mat. Let's take one knee at a time into your chest. And just hug the knees in towards the rib cage, and let's do some more joint freeing work. So we're gonna flex our feet and point your toes away. So flex and point. Good, flex and point. Couple more times. Flex and point. Good, flex and point. Then take the knees a little bit wider than your torso, and we're just gonna rock and roll here, side to side, rolling through that low back. Nice, and then bringing your body back to the center. Let's just circle both ankles around. And this really feels good. You might have a little crackling or kinks in there, and we want to get rid of those. And let's reverse your circle. Good, then bring your feet down to the mat. And take the feet wide. So we'll move into our windshield wipers. So take your arms into a T, and then slowly drop your knees to the right, your head to the left. Then inhale back up, drop your knees to the left and your head to the right. Continue side to side, rolling through that foot. Deep breath to center. Exhale, drop your knees to the other side. So inhale up, exhale, and drop your knees. Let's do at least 4 more. And just a gentle moving of the head side to side. Still working through that neck. And then we're gonna bring the knees up and then drop the knees to the right, turn your head to the left and take that right foot on the outside of that thigh. Let's come back to the rise and fall of the belly. 3 deep breaths. And then slide that foot off. Let's drop both knees to the left. Take the left foot on the outside of the right thigh. And close your eyes. Just start to notice what sensations you're feeling here. Very good. One more inhalation. And slide that foot off. Now let's bring our knees back into our chest. All right, and we're going to grab our strap. So have that. And we're going to work into the hip joint. So we're going to take the strap, wrap it around the right foot, keeping that foot flexed. Now we're going to take a little mat Pilates here. We're going to keep that foot flexed though instead of pointing the toe, but we want to get into the hip joint. So we're going to come into a leg circle. So you're going to bring that foot across the midline and then circle it around. And it's really up to you. I would say a small circle is a little more lubricating that joint and the synovial fluid. But if you want a little more muscle work, then you take the circle bigger, right? So we're going to do 3 more. Here's 2. And 1, then you're going to pause. Go ahead and reverse, circle around for 8 and 7. Good, 6 and 5. Good job. Here's 4, 3, good, 2, and last 1. Then you're going to walk your hands so we stretch that hamstring. And then if you'd like, we're going to take the leg out to the side, inner thigh stretch. Good. Take another cleansing breath. We're going to keep that belly firm, draw the leg up, send your left leg across the floor, and let's come into either your IT band stretch, or you can roll up into more of a twist. Turn your head away from your extended leg. And taking 3 more breaths. Good. 1 more inhalation. Now as you exhale, let's roll onto your back. Come into your hip stretch, your upside down 4. Maybe interlocking your fingers around your hamstring if that feels okay for your shoulders. And then just keep the right foot flexed. Relax the left leg. And just return to the rise and fall of the belly. Good. 1 more full breath. Let's release both feet down to the mat. And now take the left knee into your chest. We'll wrap that strap around that foot. kick the leg up towards the ceiling. And just really flexing the foot, you're gonna intensify this calf stretch. And relax the shoulders down. Now we're gonna move into our leg circle. So getting into the ball socket joint of the hip, bring your foot across and then circle it around for 8 and 7. Here's 6 and 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to pause and reverse. 4, 8, and 7. Here's 6 and 5. Good. 4, slow and control, right? Here's 3, 2, and last one. Beautiful work. Let's hold on to that stretch. Just taking that lengthening of the hamstring, the back of the calf, just a wee bit more. And now when you're ready, you can slowly let the leg drop out to the side. So now we'll get into that inner thigh stretch. You can always drop this left knee open, kind of keeps the pelvis more balanced and stable. Or you can send that leg across your mat. Reach the right arm across the floor and then let go. Just soften. Soften into the stretch. Good. Take another full breath. And then you're going to draw the belly in, bring the leg up, and then we're going to grab the strap, come all the way up and over into our twist, reaching the left arm across the floor. I'm just really relaxing the shoulders down. Take a couple more rounds of breath. Now you're going to roll onto your back. Come into your upside down 4. So our hip stretch. Remove your strap off to the side. And then wrap your hands around that right leg, right hamstring. Flex your left foot. And then try and really relax through the back of your neck and shoulders. And just taking a couple more breaths. I know this left side probably needs a little more love and attention, but we have to finish our class right now. So hug your knees in. And gently roll to your side. All right, you guys, let's just finish and honor our practice today. So let's just take a moment to come into easy cross-legged position. And we're going to bring the hands to our heart and bow our chin. The light in me salutes that light and that divine that's in you. And together we say, Namaste. Thanks you guys so much for being here in Seattle with me.